Hey guys, Sahash Life here, and welcome to my video, the best wall tips. Maybe these can help you too. Let me know with a thumbs up. I will start with an intro, then be wary of room placement, then how you make babies the smart way. After that, using outfits means more profit, then the evil overseer tips, and at the end 20 quick tips. And now, let's go! Things will get tougher as you continue to maintain your vault by producing resources, gaining new dwellers and expanding the area of your vault. As you go deeper into the ground, building more rooms and driving, your vault will be more costly and time consuming to maintain. Here are some tips to help you keep your vault driving and productive in the later parts of the game. Be wary of room placement. In the beginning parts of the game, when your vault is small and you have very little unlocked, the placement of your rooms may not be that big of a deal to you. This, however, can lead to tougher situations and a whole slew of problems later on as you expand your vault deeper into the ground. Getting a head start on mapping the placement of your vault rooms will help out a lot later in the game. A smart setup will be to have most of your productive resource generation rooms within a decent proximity of each other. This may open you up to disasters or raiders being able to reach them all easily, but this also has a positive layout for when you generate resources. You won't have to swipe and move the camera as much when your important resource making rooms are close together. This can help speed up your reaction to generation power, water and food when you don't have to constantly fight the camera and look for the notifications on the rooms in different areas of your vault. When you start reaching 100 dweller mark and your vault is populated, you can do this a bit more often with ease to group resource rooms together. When you need to support so many dwellers and prevent from hitting the danger mark on your resources, quicker reactions and faster production is always a helpful thing. Higher level rooms invite stronger red roaches, moderates and fires. For example, a maximum level cafeteria infested with mollerets will wipe out dwellers that are below level 15. In that room useless, they have weapons greater than 7 damage, and you keep healing them. Be sure you have stronger dwellers in upgraded rooms. Make babies the smart way. To get a lot of dwellers in your vault, you need to pair dwellers up together to make babies. This is a good way to increase the vault population, but can also do harm to your vault if you aren't responsible. Having too many pregnant dwellers or children in your vault will keep you from addressing disasters or fending off raiders. Late in the game, when your vault becomes massive and you have a whole lot more dwellers around, try not to have groups of children or pregnant dwellers together all in one area. Should something happen to any of the rooms they are locked in, they won't be able to help and will around hysterically. To prevent this, keep some well-equipped dwellers placed nearby. That way, no matter what happens within the area nearby, you will always have at least a few extra dwellers to quickly run to the area and get control of the situation. Having a few more dwellers that can be working for resources at a time can be helpful. Some can train up special stats and others can search the wasteland. Using outfits, more profit. Outfits are helpful in increasing the overall special stats of your dwellers. Make sure to equip all of your dwellers with outfits when possible. This is especially helpful when you are sending dwellers of your vault into the wasteland. Make sure you give these dwellers outfit that will boost more than one special stat, as it will be beneficial to them on their journey into the wasteland. This can also be applied for dwellers that stay in your vault and work in your rooms late in the game. As your vault grows and expands with more rooms, try to give dwellers outfits that cater to their specific skills, but also gives another special stat boost as well. Having a bunch of multi-talent dwellers in your vault is definitely a helpful thing. When you have a large vault, this will lead to more resources generated faster, and even more XP for your dwellers accomplishing tasks. Don't be afraid to sell off outfits tough when much later in the game. As you obtain stronger outfits and weapons from lunchboxes in the wasteland, you can begin to sell off weaker outfits for caps. Be mindful of this, however. Early in the game it is not a good idea to sell off your outfits for caps. Try to get to a point where all of your dwellers in your vault are equipped with an outfit before you consider selling any at all. There can always be dweller that can use an outfit, even if you just unequipped one from dweller getting an upgrade. Be very certain before you sell them off for caps. Evil Overseer tips. A dead dweller in the wasteland still counts towards your total population. It doesn't use water or food. So, if you're trying to unlock the next room type, send your lowest level and weakest dweller out to meet their fate. Meanwhile, encourage your dwellers to create more to send to a similar fate. If you don't like the way you have to have a resistance right by the vault entry, you can reduce your population to 0 by killing off all of your dwellers and dismissing them. Then you are free to delete that resistance and the elevator next to it. If you devise to go this route, save up a lot of caps first, and don't bring in any new good dwellers until the change is complete. The quickest way to kill dwellers is to keep rushing rooms until they all die from fire, red roaches or the best, molar rats. Dead dwellers in your vault still have their gear. If you dismiss them, you collect their gear in storage, even if you don't have enough room. Pregnant women are invincible. The worst thing that will happen in a room full of pregnant women is that gets burned or infested for a short time. After that, the disaster will move to adjacent rooms until your dwellers deal with it. You can even run your wall vault with pregnant women for a little while if you want to send everyone else out exploring. Just stock up on food and water and put them to work in the power plants. And now the quick tips. Don't arm pregnant women with any weapons, they will always flee when danger is present, so giving them weapons is pointless. Give those weapons to other dwellers that can use them. Be sure to put pregnant women and their mate back to work in a room once they are done consummating. They don't need to hang out in the living quarters. Sell any gun that has 0 or 1 damage. It's not worth keeping, as you do the same or more damage with the fist. You will also obtain better weapons over time. You can definitely use the extra caps. Kids can't work at all, so make sure you don't have more dwellers than you can feed in your vault. Try to keep a good ratio of working dwellers to kids. Dwellers couples will reach 100% happiness if they make a baby. If you see some of your dwellers getting unhappy, you can give them a boost by letting them have a baby. Luck helps dwellers in the wasteland find better items, High stats all around are good for explorers, but luck and endurance are the most important for getting good loot. Mates can produce babies with higher stats if both mates have high stats, so be tactical when you pair up your dwellers. Make sure the room next to your vault door has some well-armored dwellers nearby, in case raiders try to invade your vault. Put your least important rooms farthest away from your generator. That way they are the ones that shut off first if you happen to lose power. If you want to make extra caps from rushing or meet a rush objective, rush a room with lots of armored dwellers so they can handle any disaster that happens. Rushing a smaller room makes for easier disaster control. Wasteland explorers don't take damage when they are returning back to your vault, so let them expend their allotted stim packs and red away before you recall them back. In any of the equip objectives, you can just unequip and re-equip gear to complete the objectives. You can dismiss one objective each day. It's best to dismiss ones that don't help you achieve other goals, like the goal of getting dwellers to dance with each other. Don't dismiss a lunchbox goal. You need the rewards you gain from lunchboxes. Nightwear is a great set of clothing that raises charisma +3. Keep a set on hand to throw on any dwellers you are trying to get to reproduce and increase your vault population. If a dweller dies, you can bring them back to life by paying a set amount of caps. You can get significant amount of bonus caps when collecting resources just by having dwellers with high luck in a room. This can become your main source of caps if you are a ham lucky. Power rooms do not use any resources, so if you find your threshold is close to your max stockpile, you can create a new power facility and not staff it to get the extra storage. Food and water producers still cost power, so be careful when using this strategy on them. Pregnant dwellers may not give birth of their baby if the living quarters they used has been deleted. This is a bug and should be fixed in a future game update. Don't increase your population too fast. It is worth your time to wait at a certain population level and increase dwellers' special stats to increase the efficiency of your resource gathering rooms. Having a few more dwellers that can be working for resources at a time can be helpful. Some can train up special stats and others can search the wasteland. So guys, this was my best vault tips. Maybe the one or other was new for you. If yes, give this video a thumbs up. Do you know other tips? Please let me know in the comments. That would be great. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye.